like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence starts with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yeah, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys, so salute everybody. Hey, let me get a quick 2 in the comment section if y'all can hear me, man. Let me get a mic check real quick in the comments, man. If y'all can hear me, press 2 in the comment section. Let me get a mic check real quick. Just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Audio's good? All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out this product on the screen. And shout out to my brother Black, Sister Cece. Y'all go right to the website. Y'all see it there on the ticker, www.str-8-drop.com, and get you some of this straight drop weight loss formula that, you guys can go read the reviews online. Man, if you're trying to lose weight, get yourself into shape, that's the product you need to use. You can order it today. So make sure y'all go do that. Look, let's get right into this article, man, right into this report, man. Y'all know we've been doing full coverage of this entire Diddy situation, man. And it's just, it's gotten to a point, man, where it's just, it's saddening. All the different, allegations, all the different reports, all of the different things that are coming out, man. And now the latest was, first of all, you guys remember they had a court date this past week. And this past week, they had a court date. The judge made an emergency hearing because they wanted to talk about that situation with the evidence, meaning the discovery that was found in that actual raid of Diddy's mansions. Now, remember, the government had confiscated all that video, all those, USB files, all the video files, and everything else that was inside of his home. And so they were, this entire time since that raid happened, they had been basically checking, right? I'm going to say this again. They had basically been checking this entire situation, meaning uncoding, decoding files and making sure, they had things, all, laid out as far as the discovery of what they found in those video files to give to Diddy's team. Well, Diddy came into the court, and when Diddy came into the court, and I'm going to say this again, when Diddy came into the court, they were saying that he looked very different. They were saying that he didn't look, they're saying that he was real gray, which I understand that, him being gray. You understand what I'm saying? I can understand that because, Diddy, obviously he's older. He's a celebrity. When he's out, he's going to have people that can, give him that just for men, have him looking young and things like that. But when you're in prison, you don't have access to those amenities no more. So now the real, your old ass looking old, you know what I'm saying? And it's just that simple. But the thing was is that he had lost a lot of weight according to what people have reported since he had went in. He had lost a lot of weight and people were concerned about that. So now comes to what the alleged reasoning behind that concern. Now, according to reports coming out the UK, and I told you guys, man, these UK publications do not be playing with their investigations, bro. They got podcasts and everything on that, right? And listen, they're saying that Diddy is allegedly avoiding meals in prison out of fear of his life. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what's going on. And an ex-inmate is the one who stated this. He has contacts within the jail, and this is what he's been hearing. I'm going to let y'all know what's going on today. So it says in this article, why skinny Diddy has lost so much weight in jail as his lonely Christmas plans are revealed. Now, according to this report, and I'm going to read it right here for y'all, it says Sean Diddy Combs is facing a bleak Christmas in a Brooklyn jail and allegedly continues to refuse meals while in lockup as he waits for his criminal trial. It says, in the latest episode of DailyMail.com's podcast, The Trial of Diddy, prison expert Larry Levine said that the 55-year-old music producer continues to refuse meals. According to sources inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in New York, which is notoriously known for inmate fights and unalivings, right? It says that Levine, who's the director and founder of Wall Street Prison Consultants and has previously spent a decade in the prison system himself, says Combs could be refusing meals because of the continued paranoia over his safety. Now it goes on. It says, right, when he first got there, this is kind of normal because you're going through this transition and you're depressed. Levine says, you don't know what's going to happen. Remember, Diddy got shit on a lot of people. He does get a lot of people in trouble. People want to unalive him. I'm not going to say the K word, but let me read that line again. He says, and this is Larry Levine, the ex-inmate, who now is a consultant. He says, you don't know what's going to happen. He says, well, let me start from the beginning. It says, when he first got there, saying, him not eating the food, he said, it's kind of normal because you're going through this transition and you're depressed. He says, you don't know what's going to happen. Remember, Diddy's got shit on a lot of people. He does get a lot of people in trouble. People want to unalive him. Speaking on the podcast, he continued, so what if somebody on the outside knew someone had a relative that worked in the prison and they put something in his food? A little bit at a time. Then he gets poisoned. Whatever it is, and it's an early checkout for Mr. Puff Daddy, is what he said. They unalive him. That's another reason. Another theory as to why he wasn't eating. He was afraid the food was poisoned or contaminated. Now, let's keep going. He goes on to say that in his recent court appearance on last Wednesday, Diddy was described in reports as being astonishingly thinner and grayer after spending the last 3 months behind bars. While the cameras were not allowed in the federal court, law and crime reporter Elizabeth Milnew described Combs looked starkly different from how he appeared in a video playing hacky sack in Central Park just days before he was arrested on September the 16th. A source close to the jail, Bad Boy Records founder, told Page 6 that Combs is a fit, healthy, and fully focused on his defense, is what they said. Also, it goes on to say, they added, he has been very active and remains in good spirits, and as always, he was happy to see his children. It says Diddy was arrested and indicted. We already know all this. And then it goes down and says the bad boy mogul has denied all charges. Levine told the Trial of Diddy podcast that Christmas for Combs will be very lonely, one in the SHU, or special housing unit. Levine said the inmates normally receive a Christmas or holiday sack that includes goodies such as cookies, potato chips, and candy. Over the years, however, the goodie bag has become smaller. Levine said if Combs remains in the shoe, the music producer will only get what's available to him from the MDC commissary list. It goes on to say that, you know, um, his plastic is almost like a big pillow over the years. It has shrunk. He says, Levine said of the holiday prison bag, it's a bunch of crap that probably was purchased because it was out of date, because the prison system sells you out of date stuff, and they're trying to act like they're doing the inmates a favor. I'm sure they'll give him something, but other than this mediocre holiday bag, there's not much more he's got or he's going to get. Levine says since the court cases tend to slow down during the holidays and inmates are not being transported back and forth to court from MDC, many just end up sitting in their tiny cells, often depressed and angry. It goes on to say that, prosecutors are on vacation, Levine said. Judges are on vacation. Your lawyer, they're spending time with their families. They don't want to talk to you anyways. So you're just sitting there isolated in a regular institution on a holiday. Levine added, while some inmates might get a visit from family, it could end up causing more tension. There's so many people that are coming in to get a visit that they have to limit the amount of time in the visiting room, the prison expert said. So that 2-hour visit you might normally get, it may only be 30 minutes long. This creates a lot of tension among inmates, where I've seen more fights break out during the holidays between inmates than any other time. And I'm talking based on my 10 years experience at 11 different places. Holidays are the worst. So now Larry Levine is saying that they want to unalive Diddy, is what he's alleging. He's alleging right there in this latest The Trial of Diddy podcast, in this UK publication, where they're doing a full, report on Diddy. He's saying that, people want Diddy unalive, man. He says that you don't know what's going to happen. Remember, Diddy's got shit on a lot of people. And as I told y'all, they just released those. They just told y'all that those videotapes are going to be released in what's today? The 22nd? And on the 31st. That's like in what? 10 days? 9 days? In 9 days, those video files, all those video files from Diddy's homes that was confiscated is going to be turned over. A copy of it. And what was discovered in all of those video files will be turned over to Diddy lawyers and his legal team. And so they will be able to go through that evidence and see what was discovered on those videos that we have not seen yet. The only video we have all seen is the Cassie video, which they mentioned in the actual indictment. But also the other videos, which we haven't seen, may provide a brighter picture to the whole world on what the hell was going on. Because, again, I told you guys, man, there ain't no way in hell Diddy was sitting up there controlling all those cameras. In my opinion, Diddy had people who were working in that video room, who basically had all those camera files and all those cameras and stuff. It was their job to take care of all that stuff. And when the feds went and raided that and took all that stuff, there's no way Diddy knows all the stuff that's on those cameras. He knows some of the things. He knows a lot of the people. But you're talking about over a 20-something year span. Man, that dude probably forgot more shit than what he can remember. So now, when they go to him on the 31st with his team, and they give them all those video files and what's in the discovery, and you see all those celebrities on those files, the celebrities know the feds know who they are now and what they're doing. So that's why y'all don't hear none of these celebrities saying nothing. That's why people are scared shitless. That's why people are at the, tensions are at its highest right now surrounding this situation. You just had a dude come out the other day who's filing a civil lawsuit against Diddy and accused Diddy of basically sexually assaulting him. He's coming out now, and he's bringing Jay Lopez in this thing. He's coming out saying that Jennifer Lopez, I'm talking about the dude who looked like a fake ass Lawrence Fishburne. That dude, the dude who looked like a low budget Lawrence Fishburne. He's coming out, and they're saying that guy right there on the right hand side of your screen. He's saying that they're calling Jennifer Lopez as a witness. And he said, I told y'all this the other day, and y'all, I don't think y'all really heard me when I said this, how real this shit gonna get. He's saying that he feels that Jay Lopez, and it says right here, it says, in a scandal shaking the entertainment world, Derek Lee Cardello Smith, an inmate in the Michigan Department of Corrections, has filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, alleging a 97 sexual assault at the Holiday Inn in Detroit. In a jaw-dropping development, Cardello Smith has revealed plans to call Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, 55 years old, as a witness. This is devastating. This is devastating because now you guys have always been crying about, well, we want to hear what names are. Well, you're starting to hear names. You're starting to hear names. And then Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, in his rebuttal, in that rebuttal letter that he wrote, he mentioned Jennifer Lopez as being with Diddy on that night of the allegations, but in a different place. And so it says that the court documents obtained by In Touch revealed that Cardello Smith believes that Jennifer Lopez, also known as Jenny from the Block, possesses key information about the alleged assault. How would he know that she possesses key information about the alleged assault, y'all? It says he claims her relationship with Diddy, which spanned from 99 to 2001, may provide her with insights into the mogul's behavior and alleged misconduct. And I quote, I believe she has vital knowledge regarding the events at that time, said Cardello Smith. That is unbelievable. So he has directly implicated and put her in this situation. So now that you know that the feds got those tapes, and those tapes, the discovery is coming out, that Diddy's, and this is what we're going to learn right here. I'm going to say this for everybody else say this. I'm going to tell y'all right now. By January the 3rd, I told y'all this the other day, but I'm going to say this again right now. By January the 3rd, if Diddy's lawyers is getting those videos and the discovery on the 31st, let me say this to y'all. Now, this all ties in to why when Larry Levine was saying about Diddy allegedly refusing meals in the prison in fear, you know what I'm saying, and saying that people want him unalived, which is what Larry Levine has said, this prison expert. I put it right there on your screen right there. I'm going to tell y'all something. I think, me personally, Diddy's team want to see what's on those videotapes. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. His lawyers could have asked Diddy, hey, Diddy, man, what's on these videotapes, bro? Diddy might have said, it's this person, that person, whatever. But he might not remember everything, bro. Look, let me tell y'all something. If it's true that they said this dude had video cameras all in his house, and he always had people all through his house doing all kind of crazy stuff. There's no way this man know every single thing that's all on those tapes. So he may be surprised, or he may see some shit that he forgot that happened on those tapes that he remembers when he gets that discovery. And he's like, oh shit. So I'm going to tell y'all something. They're going to get this on December the 31st. When they get that on December the 31st, by I would give it January the 5th. By January the 5th, if Diddy's team, now think about this, if his team comes out and changes their tone about this case, meaning, they may want to plea bargain or something like that. If you hear reports about that, they may have, in my opinion, they may have found something on those videotapes that they say, nah, well, we're going to, you know what I'm saying? They may have seen something that they can say, you know what? Nah, we want to, because there's no way you're going to go fight that if they have videotapes and then face the rest of your life in prison. You know what I'm saying? And then always be ducking and dodging because you know people are out here, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, you still may have something on. Like I said before, man, bro, this situation is getting nasty, bro. And regardless of what everybody in this comment section think, the feds know right now, whether you're a celebrity listening to this video or anything, and they can play it off. They can walk around, act like they cool, act like nothing's going on. They're worried behind the scenes. I'm telling y'all this. It's being reported all over. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Oh, remember that cop said it. The police said it. The police said it. The officer from New York said it.
Other more
Trust
important
me.
people that are at these freak-off parties that are everybody's running scared right now. If you notice.
So who other more important people? Like, what are the names that you would be looking
Well,
at?
I mean,
if you
Ashton
were-
Kutcher has already been linked to having business with Diddy and being involved
Mhm.
with some of the things. So I know that he's a little taken back by this because I've been hearing that about him. And then
What?
there are other people that Diddy has had relationships with. You got to remember, he was a billionaire and on a billionaire status where he
Mhm.
moved and ran with the most elite celebrities and entertainers in the world. So I'm sure all these people were at this party at one time. LeBron James was always saying, "Hey, Diddy party there's no party like a Diddy party."
I
So
mean, wait. I mean, because I've been reading about that too. Do we really think LeBron James went to some of
oh
those
yeah,
freak-offs?
he was at those parties. From what we know, he was definitely at those parties.
So this is what the police are saying. And that was Officer Derek Parker from the NYPD, former officer. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm finna get real. I think things are gonna get real interesting because I believe that once Diddy team go through that discovery of videos, I'm telling y'all this, bro. You can put let me give y'all all an example of what I'm saying. You can go and let's say just as a family, you have recorded videos over the years. Over the last 20 years, you recorded videos of your family events, everything. There ain't no way in hell 20 years ago you're gonna remember everything you recorded from 20 years until you go back in those videos and you say, damn, I forgot all about that. I didn't know I recorded that. I didn't know that we got that on tape. Bro, I'm telling y'all this. The fact that the feds got those videos and they're ready to be handed over to Diddy's legal team, bro, all of the people because remember, Diddy only hung around celebrities. These parties were only high profile parties. So when they get those video files and they see all these years of things that's on those files, bro, I think we're gonna find out real quick whether or not Diddy's gonna look for a plea. And that is the reason why potentially Larry Levine may have a point if what he's saying is true. When he's saying that he's hearing that Diddy is basically avoiding the meals and fear of, potential sabotage. You understand? And so, again, like I said before, you see it right there in the latest episode of the DailyMail.com's podcast, The Trial of Diddy. Prison expert Larry Levine said the 55-year-old music mogul continues to refuse meals, according to sources inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in New York, which is notoriously known for inmate fights and unalivings. And so I'm just trying to tell you guys, could Diddy be trying to survive? Is the question we got to ask. Could he be trying to survive until they get all that discovery to know what they actually have in those videos on people? Because again, like I said, Diddy can forget a lot over the years, or he could not have watched all those tapes. Bro, when you're a multi-billionaire, when you're a billionaire and you got all this stuff going on, there ain't no way, bro, you sitting over there looking through all these hours of tapes, bro. You can remember some things that are going on and main specific things, but you're not remembering all these things that are going on, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But when you got time to now, they have unlocked all these videos and you go through all these tapes and now you're seeing all these celebrities in certain positions doing certain ungodly things, maybe illegal things. If you're Diddy, maybe you don't want to eat. Maybe you don't trust nothing. Maybe you just want to survive until that discovery gets put through. And now when the discovery gets put through, man, bro, now he might can say, look, y'all got this on tape, but I got some more. Maybe. You never know, man. Again, how you think a man gonna feel that's sitting in prison, that party with so many people? And again, you gotta blame this on Diddy, because if you are in your house and you invite people into your private area, your private residence, and you record them in your private residence, and they don't know, and it's all kind of crazy stuff going on, but you've allegedly taken their phones, made them sign NDAs and all these things that handicap them, but you got all this, people are going to be fuming with you, bro. Fuming with you about this. So, like I said, I do believe a lot of people are upset with Diddy. I do believe he's created a lot of enemies. That's why I told y'all I don't think nobody, you understand what I'm saying, is, I don't think nobody is, how should I word it? Man, I'm just telling y'all right now, man, I don't think Diddy care no more, because I think Diddy looking at it like, man, it's all about my family, because he knows that everybody's going to be hot with him about this shit. And rightfully so, the people are going to be upset, because they're going to be like, damn, dog, you did that while we ain't, like, we allegedly had to give up our phones, sign an NDA so we couldn't talk, but you got all this shit on us. So really, you can't be mad at the people for being upset at Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But Diddy might look at it like, shit, ain't nobody standing up for me. I don't help a lot of people get paid millions, put a lot of people on. Ain't nobody standing up for me. Okay, I got this. Boom. Drop it. Save my own ass. What y'all want to do? How many can we shave them years down? I can't do life. And now with the videotapes, along with a potential testimony, now you know what that does? Now what it does is it helps give credence. Because if Diddy just went in there saying stuff, they might not believe. But if they have videotapes of certain people doing certain things, then Diddy might say, hey, I can give you more. I'm telling you guys, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. And think about this. Everybody think about this. They say everything they want to say about Tony Busby, right? They say everything they want to say about Tony Busby. Here's the one thing they didn't tell y'all about Tony Busby. He's already had many celebrities that have paid settlements with the clients. And that is the reason why I believe that a lot of these other lawsuits have not came out yet, because they're in negotiations with more people who will be included in those contracts, or excuse me, not contracts, lawsuits, to keep themselves out of those lawsuits. You see what I'm saying? Now let me repeat myself again, right? People are wondering why it's taking a while for these lawsuits to come out. Well, I believe that some people are still in the mode where they're in that meeting mode where it is a what do you call it? Yeah, it's a meeting. The meeting they have, right? When you have a demand letter, you're basically demanding a mediation. This happens in every single lawsuit. But they're trying to say Tony Busby is shaking people down. Really, I'm going to tell y'all what Tony Busby did. He's giving the people an opportunity to keep their names hidden, is what he's doing. Because Tony Busby, if he just came out and filed a lawsuit and put their names in it, man, I mean, bro, it's gonna be a fight. But when he comes to you privately and says, look, man, this is what you're being accused of. This is what my client is saying about you. We want to have a mediation to see. Now that's something different. The only person that y'all saw sue him back was Jay-Z. That's the only person. And they said multiple people, and Ray J said this as well. Now he's saying something different about the case, but these people are saying this, that celebrities are doing whatever they got to do to keep this quiet. And they've already reported that multiple celebrities. So if he's just lying and making up allegations, why are these celebrities paying? And don't say just because they don't want their names mixed up and then they don't want to smoke. No. He had to come with something. He can't just come to you and say, can't no lawyer come in no room and say, hey, man, my client says you did something to him. So, yeah, we want you to pay us this or we're going to go say something. No. When you go into mediation, You have to go in with some type of evidence. See, that's how I know people ain't never been in those situations before. When you go into mediation and you accuse somebody of something, you have to go in with some type of receipts to show them, look, bro, if we can't settle this privately, what we have right here, we're going to take this shit to court. That would get you, because if that's the case, anybody could come sue you without no evidence, and then you say, oh, no, I'm just going to pay a settlement. I don't even want it to go to court. Let's just pay a settlement because I don't want it to get to the public. That could happen to anybody, any celebrity. So you have to bring some form of evidence in those mediations. Case in point, y'all saw where it was ordered for the Meg Thee Stallion situation to go to mediation. The Meg Thee Stallion and that girl, that situation was ordered to go to mediation. Look what happened in mediation with that situation with Meg Thee Stallion. All of these allegations are coming up about Tory Lanez now. This is all in mediation. We ain't even got to court with the Meg Thee Stallion shit. You guys got to look at these cases closely, because I think, like I said, you always in life study to show thyself approval. If you don't study, you will not pass the test, y'all. Think about this. Look at the case perfectly right now with Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion filed a lawsuit against this one blogger, this one girl, I forget her name. But she was basically alleging that this blogger had co-inspired with, the rapper Tory Lanez to defame her name, right? She wants to go to court. They were ordered, forget the mediation, she wanted to go to court, but they were ordered to go to mediation first. And since they were ordered to go to mediation, all these things have come up, allegations about payments to this girl. She's being alleged to have been paid to drop these certain information and stuff like that. All these things going on. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's just a discovery. We're not even in the lawsuit process. We're not even in that. And then let me say this to the brother in the comment section who said TD fakes. You might want to stop doing that, because did you not see the YouTube policy that just got put down yesterday? To everybody who doesn't know, you all have YouTube accounts that are in the comment section. I try to tell y'all this. On your accounts, there is an IP address, there is your email address, and your information that is linked to you that you uploaded this with. You don't have to believe me, but go look at the news. Yesterday, TD Jakes had put out a lawsuit where his lawyers had demanded a meeting with Google and YouTube over its policies on YouTube, over the things people are saying without evidence, the allegations people are claiming as facts when they're just allegations, and people out here saying all these different things without facts. When we come on this channel, we're talking about the allegations. We're not saying, hey, yeah, this person 100% did this or 100% did that. That's why we always say they're innocent till proven guilty in a court of law. But TD Jakes made YouTube move something. I'm going to tell y'all why. YouTube came down with a ruling yesterday that YouTube is going to start coming after all the content creators that are doing the slander, that are doing the fake, the fake pictures of people in bed and all this other stuff like that, and all of this stuff. And they're finding people's IP addresses and everything. YouTube just did the ruling, and they're starting rolling that out right now. I'm telling y'all this, so all of you guys that think I'm nobody, I can hide behind this, all this other stuff, that shit is over with. I'm telling y'all right now, it's over with. You think it's a game until you get a letter at your house. You be like, damn, what the hell? So in my opinion, because I read that lawsuit to y'all, I told y'all I read all this stuff. TD Jakes' lawyers went to YouTube for the meeting. Yeah, this is true. I try to tell them. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. And so now YouTube is now rolling out a new policy to where they're going around and they're coming after all creators and commenters who's out here posting this shit. I'm telling y'all this. That's why I always say innocent till proven guilty. Because all these things you say now they can come out because they got your IP addresses. When you type stuff on YouTube, people think, oh, I'm coming from a fake account, or I'm not coming from my real one. I'm saying all this slanderous stuff. Ain't nothing going to happen to me. No. What they can do is, once you're in the system, you're in the system, baby. They got your IP address. They got your location. They got your computer. They got where you're at. They got your address. They got where you're from. They got where you're from. So now y'all seen a lot of these videos, a lot of these people making comments saying that, oh, this guy's a this guy's a that. People saying all these things about him. You start watching all those people get sued. If you can't prove 100% that what you're saying is true, I'm telling you, when I come on this channel and I bang on Diddy, it's because we saw on tape him beat the hell out of Cassie. And that beating and that kidnapping is a part of that goddamn indictment under the racketeering charge. And you don't believe me, go read the damn indictment. It's right in there. It speaks about it in the indictment. But what do we always say? Listen to the videos very closely. Innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But we're going to read the different reports. Even right now with the reports. All the parties that's involved that's being accused are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. We're sharing information, but a lot of people are making these things where they're saying, oh, this person is sleeping. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen these videos. They make videos, bro, where they're actually putting pictures of people in bed with other people. That's fake pictures. And saying that this stuff is real. And then people are going around repeating this stuff in the comments and all these other things, right? And so I'm just trying to tell y'all what it is, man. I'm just trying to tell y'all what it is, man. And that's just the honest to God truth. You guys got to remember, man, once you log into your computer and you say this stuff, bro, it's always in the record. It never goes away. And they can track it right back to you, to who you are, to where you live. Boom, it's right there on your IP address. That's why one day, and I'm going to tell y'all a story. I ain't going to say no names, but this dude, he knows that this person knows what they did. And this is the real reason why I stopped letting people up on my channel like I used to. I used to let people on this channel, you guys, I used to talk just basketball a whole lot. Before basketball on this channel, I talked about everything like I do now. People don't know that. When I first started my channel, I talked about boxing. I talked about everything on this channel. Then I started talking strictly about basketball. Then I got back to doing what I was doing at first. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you go look at my old videos, I was getting millions of views, 500,000, 600,000 views per video. But I stopped talking about that stuff. I just wanted to talk about basketball. So I had made a different video to talk, a different channel to talk about this stuff. But then I said, you know what? Now I'm just gonna go back to my original roots and talk about the things I like to talk about, because ain't nobody finna put me in no box and think I can just talk basketball. So the main reason I stopped talking basketball, and I'm just gonna tell you guys this right now on this channel, is because I used to always bring a whole bunch of people up. And I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I brought a person up, a person that everybody knows. Oh, no, not everybody knows, but a lot of people know this person came up on my channel. And one day on the StreamYard, this person came up on the channel and flashed himself on the channel. He flashed himself. But what he didn't know is that when and I immediately shut down the video and erased it. But the video was saved in the files. That video is saved in the files. I'm not going to say no names. It's still saved in the StreamYard file. I erased it from YouTube, but it's still saved in that video file. And guess what also is saved? His IP address. And I'm going to tell you why. You remember that, Peachy? And I'm going to tell you why his IP address. He thinks I don't know. But I know exactly who it was. And he's still blocked on my StreamYard. Not in my YouTube chat, but on my StreamYard to this day. He's still blocked on my StreamYard. And when you come in the StreamYard, it's official. You have to have an official account to come up in there where you logged in. So when you come in, it has to authenticate. And when he came in, you can come in and type a fake name, but you have to have real authentication when you come up. And it shows that in the background. And that authentication came up. I'm not going to expose that person for what he did, but he know what he did. And I've always known what he did. But I told you guys, when that happened, I decided to myself, I'm going to stop showing people love. Because you used to always show people love, bring people up, let people cook on the channel, all this kind of stuff. But when that type of stuff starting to happen and people start acting crazy and stuff and wanting to, you know what I'm saying, come on and I'm helping build up these people channels and platforms, and then they turn around and start dissing you for no reason once they get some subscribers, that's the type of foolishness that goes on. See what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? Hey, I'm just going to put it on my back and do it on myself. You feel me? So that's why y'all see me do my content the way I can do it now. I can do it however I want. I can come on here and do it an hour. I can do it all myself. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why y'all only see me on here with a select couple of people. A select couple of people. And they ruined a great thing. But that was what they wanted to do. But that is still there. It's still, I never erased that from my StreamYard. I never erased that video. That video is still saved in my StreamYard with the authentication of that person who did that. And I'm not going to say no names. I'm going to leave that one in my pocket just in case. Just in case. I'm going to leave that one in my pocket. Got a nerve to come on a live stream and do that on a live stream on a video. And we have that. I'm just going to leave that at that. We know exactly who it is. We already, because I had already went and reported it, and we authenticated where that came from. Right? So again, and this person would never know I knew it was them because I'm still always somewhat cordial. But, you know, a lot of times people want to cap and do BS. And I ain't the nigga to play with like that. But as I said before, I always just kept that one in my pocket, just in case. And I'm not going to say no name. But I'm just telling you guys, man, like this situation, man, that's going on. You understand what I'm saying? I told y'all this. This Diddy situation is going to get more diabolic. And as you said right there, this dude says, again, he says that he continues to refuse meals according to his sources inside the Metropolitan Detention Center. And I want y'all to think about this, right? I want y'all to think about this, right? It says right here about Diddy. You don't know what's going to happen. Remember, Diddy's got shit on a lot of people. Diddy ain't hanging around nothing but celebrities. He does a lot. He does get a lot of people in trouble, is what he said. People want to unalive him. Right? And so, when you see Diddy looking skinny like that, and you see this situation going on, it all starts to add up. It all starts to make sense to us why this dude could potentially not be eating to survive until he can get in a position to see those tapes and see. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. You put yourself in that mind. When you think, you always got to think on an elevated level. Put yourself in that position. Everybody's listening to this video. If you ever recorded family events over the years, can you remember a family event you record, every family event you recorded for the last 20 years, just off the top of your head? No, you can't remember this. But if you have it all saved in files, whether it's VHS tapes, DVDs, USBs, you were to go back from 18, 19 years ago, I would guarantee you that you saw so many things that you never even remember recording. And then now put it on Diddy's level, where they got 11 TBs. That's like almost 4,000 hours of videos. And remember, they gave Diddy a laptop in prison. So those files probably converted to USB files now, where him and his lawyers On December the 31st, we're going to be able to start reviewing all those files for months, days in and days out, with all of these people on those files. And all of these celebrities know that the feds got those files. They know the feds know who they are. They know the feds have seen them doing some shit. So they just been quiet and wondering. And some of them are wondering, was I recorded doing this when I was around? Was I recording doing that? And do they have this? I'm telling y'all right now. So when they say Diddy's not eating, I believe that shit, bro. I believe when they say he's avoiding me. I believe it. I believe it. But now, by what, 5-6 days into January, after they get some of that discovery and they're looking through that discovery, I'm gonna give it about a week after they get that discovery, because they're gonna be going through those files a lot. But after they do that, everybody needs to look to see how Diddy's lawyers move after that. Do his lawyers look to get a plea bargain? Are his lawyers more confident and say, nah, we want to go to trial? It's going to be very important to watch how they move when that discovery is unleashed on the 31st. Because if Diddy moves for a plea, I believe that some shit have come out in that discovery. And maybe it are people, because they want y'all to think that Diddy's the biggest. I don't think he's the biggest. I think there were people that were around Diddy that were bigger than him. I just think that Diddy was a fool, because why put all that evidence right there of different things you were doing and people were doing? You know, you wanted to keep things. Remember, everybody talks bad about Gene Deal that doesn't like Gene Deal. But if you listen to what he said,
Powerful. You didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody.
Think about what he said. He said you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or 3 ups on somebody. Think about that now. That means I flex what I have on you to make me stronger and to keep you down. Think about what he said again.
Powerful. You didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that want to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing.
What they was doing, he always wanted to have the ups on you. Always wanted to have the ups on you. You know what that makes me think? I thought about that. I went back last night, everybody was listening to this video, and I thought about what Gene said. Shout out to Gene Deal. Gene, salute to you, brother. Tell y'all something. I thought about what Gene said, and I'm going to tell y'all something. It made me think about what Jay-Z's lawyer said. And you know what, you guys? I have to admit, I think Alex Spiro may have been telling the truth, and we all put it out as a lie. See, when Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, said that Jay-Z and Diddy were not close friends, we all originally looked at it like, are you out your mind? We saw them doing all these things together. But I thought about it. after I went back and listened to what Gene said. Am I your real friend? Am I always trying to get an up on you? Am I your real friend if I'm always trying to find some information to hold against you just in case shit? If I'm your real friend, I operate in respect, loyalty, honor, and love. If I'm your real friend, I'm never recording a conversation with you. If I'm your real friend, I'm never trying to set you up for failure. If I'm your real friend, I'm talking to you with love, honor, and respect. So maybe Alex Spiro was telling the truth. Maybe Jay-Z and Diddy were never really friends. Maybe he was telling the truth. Because if you go back and you listen to what Gene Deal said, which is why I listened to that shit again last night, I was like, damn, I had to figure it out. I said, well, I'll be damned. And I thought to myself, did Jay-Z find this out? What Gene Deal said? And he knew this whole time? What Gene Deal alleged? Let me play the tape.
Powerful. You didn't get that powerful without having one or two or maybe three ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that wanted to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing. Like, he always played artists against each other. He did it to Big, he did it to Craig Mack. You understand? I said before, he did the stuff to Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? So had the ups on Ja Rule so he could go after Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing is going to give him the ups on everybody who came to that party. Even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Now, I want to say to what Gene said, and Art, salute to my brother Art of Dialogue with an excellent interview. But I want y'all to think about this. The one question that I think that if Art talks to Gene again, which I'm pretty sure he probably will, the one question I think he's going to ask now, hey, Gene, what did you mean when you said that Diddy was trying to use Ja to go at Jay-Z? What did you mean by that? And you can't say Gene Deal is just lying, because Gene was a security guard. Gene was with Diddy every single day during the prime of that time right there, more or less. So he would know Diddy's thought process. He would know how Diddy moved. He would know what Diddy wanted to do because he was the security for Diddy. Think about that. So if he can come out here and tell y'all that this man always wanted to upsort other people, no matter what you were doing, he always wanted to have one up on you. And I'm going to tell y'all something. This is why I don't be cool with a lot of people, because people move like this shit. People in y'all lives every single day. Y'all think y'all got friends, y'all friends trying to get shit on you just in case. They got a file on you. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. If they got a file on you, that's not your friend. That's not your friend. What you doing trying to hold a file on me? It's not your friend. Right? It's just the facts. It's not your friend. If I got a file on you and I'm holding information on you just in case, I'm not your friend. I want y'all to think about that shit. And some of y'all got people that's doing that to y'all right now, whether it's at your job, whether it's in your church, whether it's in your neighborhood. Think about this. Right now, people that be with you all the time, just holding something on you. That's not your friend. Your friend always, your true friend always act in truth and honesty and dignity. You understand what I'm saying? With morals and respect. That's how your true friend operate. So when Gene said that, bro, I instantly thought, I said, did Jay-Z know that too? What Gene said at that time? And all this time, Jay-Z may have never said nothing, but he knew in his mind that what Gene Deal alleged Diddy did, which was send Ja Rule at him. Think about that. He said he did it to Big and Craig Mack. How would Gene know that unless he was around to see it? He would have seen both plays because he's Diddy's bodyguard. So he would have seen the plays. He'd have seen the plays. How would he know he always wanted the ups on everybody? And I'm going to tell you how I know this is true. Why I believe what Gene said. I believe what Gene said because of this. Think about one thing, y'all. Tupac and Diddy was supposed to be cool at first. I want everybody to remember this. Tupac and Diddy was supposed to be cool at first. Right? They were cool. When they wasn't cool, what did they allege that Diddy did? They alleged that Diddy went and wanted to have every woman Tupac had. That's diabolical, nigga. People use those tactics in the art of war. They use those tactics in the art of war. So every woman that Pac got, I want her. Think about that. Gene has talked about this in stories before, in different interviews, where he's named names of women that Pac had, that Diddy wanted, just because Pac had it. That's diabolical. And that's not your friend at any time. There ain't no person I can say, hey man, I'm cool, I respect this person, that's my friend, and I want your wife. I want your girl. I want a girl you laid with. I avoid that shit. I avoid that. That shows morals, ethics, and all types of a different type of man code. Right? Because there's too many women on earth to get caught up on that. There's too many women out here on earth. All you gotta do is go outside. So when you do that type of shit, you are petty in real life. Think about that. You petty in real life, right? So these are the type of things that you hear. And you hear that going on all the time in the celebrity world. Think about this. Think about all these men who are out here banging the same chicks. I'm supposed to be cool with you, but I want to go bang your chick just cause, nigga. Just because. I want to go get with her. Just because you was with her. That shit is petty. But that's the type of shit people do to get ups on the next man. Think about it. Kevin said this is all fake. I doubt it, sir. I doubt Diddy being in the MDT detention center. I doubt that's fake. I doubt that those bars that he behind are fake. I doubt that judge he's sitting in front of is fake. I doubt that the fact that he's facing life in prison is not. I doubt that you saying all that's fake. Yeah, you're crazy, brother. You're delusional and you're insane, brother. So everybody should be focused on Diddy's next move with his lawyer. Two things I want y'all to focus on. And I want y'all to think about this. Two things I'm thinking about. First thing is, what is Diddy's next move with his lawyers after they get the discovery on December the 31st? So I'm going to wait a few days after that, maybe a week. And I want to see what their next move is. Secondly, right? One thing that passed everybody. When you're a celebrity and you are a superstar, you're not putting all these homes and things in your name. What am I saying? I got different spots, maybe all around the world. I got different tapes. Diddy is locked down right now. But normally, when you got so many places, you have people that are cleaning these places, watching these places. But it may be some people who know, oh, there, that's the spot. But now that they know you're locked down, now they may feel like this is an opportune time these last few months to go see what's in that spot. If you think, because everybody asked this question, but nobody ever answered it. Everybody said, how in the hell is these people getting these tapes that's allegedly been on the market? Because they're still saying that people are trying to buy off these tapes that are on the market, these freak off tapes. I thought about it. Because all the tapes weren't just the tapes that was inside of Diddy's 2 mansions that were raided. Diddy don't just own those 2 homes. There are probably more places that he had with more videotapes in all these different places that people have now somehow gotten their hands on. Whether people that work for him turned their back on him, sold those tapes, went in the house, got those tapes somehow, and have sold those tapes for money knowing that Diddy's probably not going to get out. In the States and worldwide. Southern Breeze said, how is that illegal? It's not illegal to buy a house in somebody else's name. Use your mind, Southern Breeze. I can go buy 50 houses in 50 different people's names. That's not illegal. But it'd be my house. Right? It's just in their name. So you won't know where I'm at. And sometimes celebrities do that because they don't want you to know where they're at all the time. And I don't blame them. That way you can't just go running up on their homes and knowing where they at. You have to really be, on some real high-tech shit to know that they living here or whatever like that. But the people who's working within those places, the people that's cleaning those places and keeping the maintenance in those places, right? I'm going to give y'all a perfect example of what I'm talking about. He has nothing to do with any of this case. But there was a video that came out a few months ago. I don't know if you guys saw it. But it was of one of Floyd Mayweather's homes. And this woman had went and broke into his home. Just broke right into his mansion. I think it's in Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Just broke into his mansion. She went right through the door. Right through the front door. I think it was open. He got Maybachs outside, parked outside, ain't been used in a while. She goes and opens the doors of the Maybachs. This video is on YouTube. Look it up. She walks through his home, through his mansion, outside to the back where his seats are at. She's talking about how dirty his seats was because they hadn't been cleaned. And she's all, Floyd, you don't keep your house maintenance. But he had cameras out there. The video is on YouTube. Look it up. So when you talk about these tapes in this Diddy situation, you say you seen that turbulence? Yeah, she went crazy, right? She's in Floyd's house cussing him out, talking about, yeah, I'm in your crib, I'm in your Maybach. Oh, like he left the Maybach doors wide open. It's all on camera, but nobody was in the home. You had a multi-million-dollar mansion with those cameras there, but nobody's there. And you could tell nobody had been there for a while. The seats was all turned over, like on the big seats in the back, all that stuff. So when you have homes like that, man, you never know what type of stuff people got in them homes. You running them homes, people might find all kind of stuff. Oh man, find some tapes. Sell them. So again, and this is worldwide. When you a big time guy like that, you got homes everywhere, places everywhere. But certain people know that it worked for you, that this is where your spot is at. So those are the people you looking at when you're saying all these videotapes are on the market. So again, when people say, I don't know if I believe that shit, bro. And I believe that because you can get a lot of money off of it, off selling those type of stuff. Because especially when other celebrities are on it who, maybe living a different life now. Because, a lot of people live in a different life now than what they were living 20 years ago, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? 15 years ago, like, let me give y'all an example, right? You may have went to high school, and this girl in high school, she might have been a super freak. Super freak. I'm talking about, man, like that, bro, she's a freak. But 15 years later, you see her, she's married, she's elegant, she got kids, she got a family. You see her in a whole different, you're like, hold on, that's the same girl? Well, it might be a guy. And this guy, all he did was go around, and he was a trap star who hit all the chicks in the school, whatever. But you see him 20 years later, and he's a pastor or something like that, or a preacher or something. You're like, what? They turned this whole thing around. So you might have people like that don't want this type of stuff to come out, because now what they do is blow up their whole spot from years ago. So you got to think about that. You guys let me know what y'all think, though. Like, share, subscribe, man. I'm gone.